Hello, good morning. I was told I had to address to you in English, so as though my briefing was something really laid back, I have to use a sort of protocol idiom. So the whole thing today, the whole shebang will be in English. I'm Joanna, and I'll be your host for the entire summit. I'm sorry if you don't like me. I heard there's another room where they're hosting some workshops. So while I come up on stage, you can go and workshop on something, I guess. If anything, like directions, where's the coffee machine, Wi-Fi password, all those kinds of questions you can ask me, and then I can tell you who to talk to, because maybe I'm not the best person to point that out. I'm just an actress, and that's it. That's my limitation right now. So I just used the word convention to say that I will be addressing you in English. And I guess the organization and I agreed that this is going to be a very informal, unprotocolar thing. So maybe I'm not going to respect any rules, and I'm sorry for that. I'm already apologizing. Anyways, if you want to switch to another idiom, I can be talking to you in English, in Portuguese, in French, in Spanish. Italian is not my strongest, but I can do stuff with my hands. So, yeah, I can make, welcome, you know. I don't have much time. I was told I had to entertain you, and I will try to do so, because I saw the schedule today, and you have like 5 minutes tops to talk. So then I thought, well, these people have flown all the way from wherever they came from, and they only have 5 minutes to talk. That's not cool. But well, anyways, then someone told me you were used to this sort of efficiency thing, which I'm not well acquainted to. I am an actress, I already told you. To bring you some efficiency, I'll ask Mr. Pedro Rocha Vieira to come up on stage and officially kick this off. And then I guess we will have to talk together, because I don't know the order anymore. So please come up on stage.
Vê-se, por exemplo, no plano de investimentos.
Thank you, Joanna. So, hello. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Lisbon Investment Summit 2016. Seriously, unexpected startup conference. We are at the Royal Academy of Sciences, where the first edition of Lusíadas, the most famous and epic Portuguese novel, and one of the few samples of the first printed Bible can be found. Its inspirational motto, "If not helpful what we do, the glory is vain," is a great starting point for all of us. Science and technology are key to any society, and yet we stand again on the verge of another technology disruption, the fourth industrial revolution, some say, that is characterized by a fusion of technologies that is blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres. We're seeing an exponential evolution in technology that is disrupting almost every industry. The era of artificial intelligence, blockchain, robotics, the Internet of Things, autonomous vehicles, 3D printing, and quantum computing. These are the ingredients for a new era of startups and value creation. But it's up to us, entrepreneurs, researchers, corporations, and policymakers, to make it happen, and to make it meaningful and impactful. Investing in education and science, as well as in great founders and technology, is paramount. Humankind is usually afraid of change, but like our great poet Luís de Camões said it, times change, as do our wills. What we are is ever-changing. All the world is made of change, and forever attaining new qualities. So let's embrace change and make it the best of it. Lisbon is said to be the first global village, a country of adventures and pioneers, set open to the world, to other cultures and ideas. We have that in our DNA, and Lisbon can be once again a city open to the world, a city of experimentation, a city of innovation and creativity, a city of entrepreneurs and new ventures, the seed capital of Europe. 2016 is truly a great year for Lisbon, and for startups, it's going to be the year of the Web Summit. But mainly, it's going to be the year for great expectations for startups like Talkdesk, Vanian, Feedzai, Uniplaces, Cedars, Aptoids, Enbabel, Codacy, and many, many more. We believe Lisbon has gained a new credibility as a tech city. It's up to us to prove it and to take this window of opportunity to grow further. We've come a long way. Much has been done and more is being planned, like Startup Portugal, launched yesterday by the government, an agenda focused on economic growth and job created based on entrepreneurship and innovation. Following the example of many other European countries, Portugal's startup ecosystem has elaborated the first Startup Manifesto, where concrete challenges and actions have been proposed around better education, access to talent and capital, better taxes and regulation for a better startup ecosystem. We're proud to present it here for the first time, as we are going to have several policymakers at the Lisbon Investment Summit, followed by the official presentation in Berlin at the Startup Europe Summit later this week. We are on the right track, so we hope that the actions that Startup Manifesto recommends are also included in the current endeavors, and that policymakers and the ecosystem as a whole takes this commitment seriously and to its last consequence. Like Eric Smith put it recently, Europe needs to stop being too polite and actually get things done and get rid of the artificial barriers that have been created by the complexity of managing the European Union. Investment is one of the key ingredients for a vibrant ecosystem, and Lisbon Investment Summit is about bringing great investors and startups together. Europe seems to have escaped the slowdown in funding deals and volume seen in the US over the past few months. According to TechEU, the first quarter of 2016 saw the highest level of activity in Europe, Turkey, and Israel. In the past 5 quarters, 4.8 billion raised through 790 deals, setting new records for the old continent. Funding deals smaller than 5 million accounted for 60% of all investment made, demonstrating that early-stage capital is abundant. Portuguese startups alone had several recent deals summing up over 250 million, most of them led by international VCs in co-investment with local players like Caixa Capital and Portugal Ventures. However, seed investment has decreased in the last months in Portugal, with many investment vehicles drying up. But new players are coming in, from corporate ventures like Sonai EM, and to new funds like Faber Ventures and many business angels that soon will be leveraged by the new 400 million plus matching funds package announced by the government. Finding the right investor and co-investor is essential for making great deals work. And more than ever, Portuguese startups and investors want international partners. We have a unique opportunity to attract great founders and investors to Lisbon and Portugal, but we have to work double shifts because this is just the beginning and many will perish along the way. So we need much more than vanity metrics. We need to make this work, we need to prove its real traction and show concrete results. Mr. Mayor, Dr. Fernando Medina, Mr. Secretary of State, Dr. João Vasconcelos, and Mr. João Tata dos Santos, the representative of the European Commission in Portugal, thank you so much for your presence here. It means a great deal to all of us. I would also like to give a word of appreciation to our sponsors, especially our partners, Caixa Capital, EE Business School, and Sonai EM, among many others. Without your support, initiatives like this will not be possible. Finally, I would like to welcome all of you here today. in particular founders and investors that come from abroad. I wish you a great time in Lisbon, and that Lisbon Investment Summit may be a time for deepening of fruitful relationships that lead to successful co-investments. Thank you, and enjoy these 2 days at Lisbon Investment Summit.
This should have taken like 1 minute, and I know we're already trespassing time, and I also know that we will do so because